His MVP. That's one. Right field. Forget about it. Rangers strike first. Goes after the first one. Drills a high fly ball. Left center field. This game is tied. From Javier. Seager hits a high fly ball. Deep right field. A bomb into first. One swing. Drive. It's tied. Seager smashes the ball down the line. Goodbye. Now Seager to right center field. Way back there. Corey Seager does it again. It's Texas Rangers win the World Series. The Willie Mays Most Valuable Player Trophy presented by Chevrolet. Is there any doubt? Corey Seager.
Another edition of Right on Rangers Live coming at you in an interesting ball game. It's 5-5 in the bottom of the eighth, one down. Hobie Milner on the bump. Feels like just a few seconds ago it was 4-0 Texas. 3 consecutive home runs allowed by Chris Martin later, and here we are. Jonah Heim sacrifice fly puts the Rangers back even 5-5. And like I said, Hobie on the bump now trying to get this one to the top of the ninth with the score even. Man, I got a lot to say about this one, and we are going to get to it here pretty quickly. Appreciate all of y'all hanging out. TikTok, X, YouTube. We're going to make sure we get to all y'all's comments and questions along the way. Also, it's going to be a packed show, and it's going to be a fun finish. Not sure how this one is going to end up, but should be riveting stuff either way. We're going to definitely focus on live play-by-play and colored commentary as the game is still going on. When we get into the post-game, I will be locked in on all of y'all's comments and questions. So if I miss something along the way, forgive me. I'll get to it eventually. Copy and paste it in again. You won't be bugging me. First, here Right on Rangers, we cover all things Texas sports. But we put a big emphasis on the Rangers, especially during the MLB season. Thank you for choosing Right on Rangers for all of your Texas Rangers content. Drop a comment, drop a question. We will get to it eventually during the live game. Might be a little bit here and there, but after the game, in the post-game part of the show, 100%. Hope y'all are all having a great Tuesday night. See if the Rangers got a little comeback energy in them. This isn't a game that they really should have had to come back in, up 4-0, but here we are. Hobie Milner, by the way, just walked Laureano, who actually broke up the no-hitter. I don't know if y'all remember that. Seems like in some ways that it was just not that long ago. In some ways it seems like a long time ago. Like, oh, okay, Latz lost the no-no. No big deal. 5-4 later. Like, geez. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Okay, cool. Just got an update. Kyrie Irving declining player option and signing a $119 million 3-year deal with the Mavericks. So there you go. 3 years, $119 million. Kyrie declines the option, and he will be a Dallas Maverick for the foreseeable future. Teaming up with Cooper Flagg, presumably. I'm excited about that. We'll definitely be talking more Mavs as the season gets closer and closer, mostly here and there while the Rangers season is ongoing. Nice pitch. Gunnar Henderson is rung up. Hobie painted a sweeper, not even on the black, just kind of on the middle outer half. I don't know if Gunnar was guessing up there, but no swing from Gunnar. There are 2 outs now. Sanchez up to bat. Sanchez had the big home run that made it 4-3, and then 2 solo shots followed. Bruce Bochy going out there to get Milner. I sure hope this works out. Man, I sure hope this works out. I am just not a fan of taking out Milner here. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. I'm not a fan right now. It might work out. I'm still not a fan. I don't get taking out Milner right here. Dude's been grooving. He walked one guy. I don't understand taking out Hobie. And they do this a lot. They take him out with 2 outs frequently. ZG, appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much. They do this frequently with Hobie. Am I imagining this? It feels like they're always taking this guy out with 2 outs. I don't even get it. I don't even get it. Matthew, I knew you would be in here clapping back today. I knew you would be in here clapping back. Hey, it's one guy, man. It's one guy. Chris Martin had a really bad night. Doesn't mean the bullpen's terrible. Bullpen still probably within the top 7 or 8 in ERA. Look, Martin had an off night. Had a bad night tonight. Appreciate all y'all hanging out. Hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. All my YouTube people. Austin, what's good? Yeah, we're going to try and avoid Martin's performance. I've already talked about it enough. Yeah, the 3-batter minimum rule, in nights like tonight, you hate it. And other nights, you love it because it means that the other team can't match up with you. Look, it's not a rule that really gets me going. It's not a rule that really fires me up, but it would have been nice to have pulled him after a couple of batters, right? I mean, they probably would have left him in after the 3-run homer. But once he gives up the second homer to tie the game, yeah, ideally you want to pull him out. Sega Sonic, appreciate the sub. Appreciate the sub. Hey, Cam, what's good, man? Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Yeah, John, I'm with you. Latz deserves so much better. So much better. Yeah, Josh, good point. They're very limited. 1 or 2, maybe. I don't think it's anything crazy. Definitely not anything crazy. It's like 1 or 2 for the year, Josh. I'm with you. Matthew, and I want you to know, buddy, I appreciate you and all your support, my guy. Look, I always tell people this. This game is fun. I love the game of baseball. I love the Texas Rangers. And look, I save all of my vitriol for Houston Astros fans. Well, at least some of them. Look, if I'm ever going back and forth with anybody here on the show, you got to know it's all part of the fun of being a fan, man. I don't take anything too seriously. I love going back and forth with people, much like y'all do too. Matthew, I appreciate you, brother. So look, don't ever worry about disagreeing with me going back and forth. It's going to take a heck of a lot to offend me. Like I know we're not always going to agree as Rangers fans, and that's what makes this team and this game fun, man. So hey, we got Luke Jackson in the game right now. Buckle up, get the barf bag ready because it's 3-0. It's 3-0. Matthew, I appreciate the kind words, my guy. Look, Luke Jackson might be about to prove you right here. I'm hoping the reverse jinx, by the way, works if you caught that. Luke Jackson, 3-0 to Sanchez. Here's the pitch. That's a strike painted right on the inside and the bottom part of the zone. He did not want to groove 3-0. Luke Jackson, pitcher's pitch there to get one over. Man, yeah, you did not love seeing Luke coming in and doing this. Hopefully he can get out of it. Need Jackson to get us a big out, agreed. That was a filthy off-speed pitch by Jackson. Bottom of the zone. Sanchez swings and misses. You know what's crazy is, Sanchez is hitting 218, man. Sub 700 OPS. And this is the Orioles cleanup hitter, man. I was shocked that he hit the home run. I know he's got it in him. But this is like not a guy that you should be fearing. But Luke Jackson, at least initially, pitching this guy super close. Here's the pitch, 3-2. Strike 3, Luke Jackson. Oh, my goodness. Woo. Woo. Luke Jackson, always interesting. Never a dull moment. Luke Jackson gets the K. Literally threw like the same pitch 3 times in a row. Huge out. Huge out right there. Commercial break, baby. Do I feel like Latz had some terrible strike zone calls too tonight? Yeah, it was definitely a little up and down. Definitely a little up and down. Oh, man. The Galaxy, ZG, you hit me with it again. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you for all the gifts, man. Means a lot. Yeah, Latz definitely, I thought, had some bad strike calls. It was like the first inning, there were some bad calls already. It feels like every game, first inning, bad call, immediately. Just setting the tone. And you just think to yourself, It's going to be a great game. Hey, Glenn, if you're still hanging out, appreciate you tuning in, man. Everybody's welcome. I say that all the time. Everybody is welcome. Look, the only people I'm ever kicking out are people that are just being straight up rude and nasty. I say that every show. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. We have Mariners fans stopping by, Astros fans stop by literally every single show. It's all good, man. I hope you hang out for a while. Give us some Orioles insight. Feel free to drop some comments in. It's always fun. I love getting the other sides, I should say, viewpoint. So, man, thank you for tuning in, Glenn. Appreciate you. Yeah, I got to say, let me start here. This was my soapbox rant that I wanted to open up with. Josh, what's good? Mariners fan check-in. Hey, big series with the Mariners. I'm actually, you know what? I've actually built some good connections with a couple M's fans. Seriously, I don't know if Big Game James is hanging out with us tonight. I hope he comes around over the weekend. There's actually a few good people, a few good M's fans that I've been in touch with over the years doing this show. So I welcome it, man. John, yeah, look, Josh Jung, a couple of hits tonight. I will say this. Can I just stir the pot a little bit with the Josh Jung hits? Brad, appreciate the comment, by the way, man. Thank you for the kind words. Can I just stir the pot a little bit just for fun? I mean, both of Josh Jung's hits tonight, I mean, it's great, right? He's on base, did get picked off one time. Neither hit was over 80 miles an hour. I mean, I think we have to say that out loud. It's not like the dude is tearing the cover off the ball. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't amazed by the hits tonight from Josh. I hope that they continue to find green grass, but look, that was what I immediately noticed. I think one was like 71 miles an hour off the bat. The other was 79. Looks like 110 mile an hour line drive in the box score. That's all that matters. Yeah, the boneheaded play getting picked off, not my favorite. But look, I'm glad Josh is on base a couple of times. Surely not rooting for him to fail. Bautista is pitching right now. Corey Seager has a 1-1 count. He just missed a fatty pitch, kind of a little bit up at the top of the zone, but right over the heart of the plate, man. I really, really would have loved to see him connect. Just one of those majestic Seager blasts. 1-1, 5-5 game, top 9. Here's the pitch. Corey Seager smashes 107 off the bat, smashes a pitch into right field, and the Rangers are in business. Do you go pinch runner here? I don't know if they have anybody on the bench. They have Foscue on the bench. I don't think you can. They've used up everybody. I was thinking maybe you go pinch runner. They don't have anybody to pinch run for him. So unless they're putting in Foscue, man, I don't really know what Foscue's speed is like. Yeah, look, Martin definitely not going to be a favorite among Rangers fans for a couple of days after what he did tonight, man. Everybody has their off days. It just sucks. Chris Martin, I love the dude. Arlington guy. Went to my alma mater, Arlington High School, man. He's a good dude by all measures, but just not a good night for him. Not a good night for Chris Martin. All right, let me see. Jim Palmer said the Rangers are a subpar hitting team. That was during a 3-hit shutout. Yeah, he's not wrong. They are a subpar. Corey Seager stealing a base? Are you kidding me? Corey Seager stealing a base? You have got to be kidding me. What is happening right now? Chat, what is happening right now? Corey Seager just stole a base. What a jump. Not even close. Man, the hammy looks fine. Hammy looks fine. Wow. What a play by Siegs. What a jump. What a momentum builder. Corey Seager out at second base. The go-ahead run. Marcus Semien with a huge opportunity here, and it's a 3-0 count. Just get me over, man. Get Corey Seager to third base. Whatever you have to do. Come on now. Here's the pitch, 3-0. Marcus not swinging. He's going to take a strike. Inside pitch, 96. Probably not a pitch you want to... What a jump. I'm sorry, y'all. They just showed the replay. What a freaking jump from Siegs. That is awesome, man. Look, that has got to give you a ton of positive vibes about Corey, man. Marcus swinging, and he's going to serve this one foul. Made some decent contact. Maybe not. Almost 90 off the bat. It's 3-2. We just got to get this guy over. Come on. Get this guy over. Whatever you have to do. Here's the pitch from Bautista to Simeon. 3-2. Sets and fires. Marcus, no. Simi, baby, that is the exact thing we couldn't have happen. Strike 3. Swinging. Pretty filthy pitch. It was ball 4. It was ball 4, Simi. But look, it's tough. You got 96, and then you're dropping down to an 85-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Okay, this is where I just say, can everybody just bunt when we have a runner on second and nobody out? Can everybody on the team just default to bunt mode? I know that's not the right play, so don't take this as serious analysis, but that's how I feel in the moment. Like, can we all just bunt when there's a runner on second base and nobody out, just to ensure that we get them to third? We just do not do it consistently enough. Adolis up to bat. Ball 1, takes a 98-mile-an-hour fastball low and inside. Closer is probably going to be, Robert Garcia. Austin, you were on it, man. Look, 44, totally with you. Good to see you, my guy. John, I'm going to talk about this probably at the commercial break, but I'm glad you brought it up. Doley just missed a fastball right down the pipe at 98. Come on, boys. Come on. 98 right down the pipe. I mean, look, you've got to be sitting on the fastball. Sit on the fastball and adjust. You're not going to get a better pitch than that. 2-1 count. That's the other thing. It's 2-0. What do you think you're going to get? 2-1 pitch incoming. Doley sends it to third. Not going to get Seager over. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Evan Carter, game is in your hands. Glenn, watch for the split. Yeah, look, seriously, Bautista is filthy, man. That 98, and then you come back with the 86. And if you watch Bautista's pitches, it's like same plane. Like the fastball and his off speed, it goes on the same plane. It looks like the same exact pitch, and then it just dies. There's 98 on the black from Bautista. This is a guy that people are talking about being on the trade block. Glenn, I don't know what you've been hearing. This is a guy that has definitely been talked about as a potential trade piece. Rangers could use a guy like this 100%. Not that the Rangers are definitely going to be buyers, especially with the way they've been playing of late, but Bautista definitely a guy that a lot of teams would love to have. Bautista just did the same thing that I was just talking about. Literally threw the same style of pitch on the same trajectory. Didn't locate it well enough, but he does that really well, man. I've never really watched him pitch, but this is a tough guy to face. It is. 98, too high. And Evan Carter's in a positive count. Yeah, Glenn, I'm sorry, man. Look, I don't think the Orioles want to be trading anybody. I did not envision the Orioles at this point in the season being the record that they are. I just didn't, Glenn. I'm sure you didn't either. Here's the pitch. Carter not able to catch up. Another 98-mile-an-hour fastball, a little off the plate. Whoo, y'all, I'm trying not to get fired up. I am trying not to get fired up, but when you start an inning with a runner on second base and you play 0 small ball, just needing to get 1 run, it's ridiculous. Carter did well to hang in there, man. That was 98 cheddar up high, and Carter fouled it straight back. He was on it, man. He was on it. Carter just missed that one. That was line drive to the outfield. If he is just a little bit less underneath that. 2-2 pitch. Carter, I believe, calls timeout. I think it was Carter that called timeout there. Carter, 2 for 4 on the night. He's had a good night, man. 2 for 4 on the night. I think 2 singles. got a little RBI. Look, this would be a huge spot for Evan. Come on, baby. 2-2-2. Bautista sets, fires. Here's the pitch. 99, very hittable. Carter's battling. You'd love to see him straighten these out, man. He's getting some hittable pitches here. I'm waiting for Bautista to pull the string, man. You know that's got to be on Evan's mind. Bautista pulling the string. I think it's coming. We'll do it again. Here's the pitch. He did pull the string, 90 mile an hour. Evan lays off, man. That is a great eye from Carter. Full count. Full count Carter, baby. They don't call him full count for no reason. Oh, the heart's beating right now, y'all. 3-2. Here it comes. Pitch. Evan whiffs. And that is the inning. Oh, 99 up high. He couldn't catch up. Great inning from Bautista, man. That was a great showcase for him. Rangers fans, man, I hadn't seen Bautista pitch. The dude is legit. He's legit. Absolutely. Got to give it to him. He made some huge pitches there. Some huge pitches. That's unfortunate, man. You've got Seager leading off with a single. He steals second, and you leave him on second base. I know that you're not probably going to have guys like Marcus Semien, Adolis Garcia, bunt, but it just does bug me that you can't even get any of these guys playing small ball in a big moment. I mean, I know that it wouldn't have mattered with the strikeouts and everything else, but I don't know. If you can't consistently do it without bunting, I don't know what to tell you. I guess just pride, just routine, whatever. We're just not going to have certain guys play small ball. But it bugs me, man. You just needed to get that run home. You don't need a big inning. You don't need a big inning. I don't know. I guess maybe nobody practices bunting anymore. But you don't need a big inning there. Just get guys over. And I know you're trying to trust Marcus. I know you're trying to trust Adolis Garcia. Shoot. At some point, you manufacture it. You swallow the pride and you manufacture it. I'm sorry. If you're going to go strikeout there, like, you know you're facing a tough pitcher as well. You know you're facing a tough pitcher. Look, this is an emotional reaction. Look, catch me after the game. Maybe I'll break it down a little bit better for you. You're getting the raw emotion right now, and it just bugs the absolute, and we're keeping it PG, but it bugs me to no end that they cannot consistently get the runner over to third base with nobody out. Nobody out. Yep. Not great. Not great, man. Prepare myself for the walk-off chase. No, I can't do it, brother. I don't want to think about it. Corey Seager going to record the first out here. Urias with a little ground ball. Luke Jackson still in the game right now. He's going to get asked to get 4 outs today. Look, big inning from Luke. Big inning. Last inning to get that strikeout of Sanchez. O'Hearn is up right now. We'll try and get you guys kind of some of the stats. O'Hearn is 1 for 3. Luke Jackson, 96 down low. Not going to cut it. Forget the stats. I was going to look up how many, what is all his numbers, OPS and all that good stuff were. Don't want to mess with it live during the broadcast. Ball 2, so a favorable count here for O'Hearn. 2-0. 5-5 ball game for anybody tuning in. 5-5. Rangers tied up, bottom of the 9th right now, playing in Baltimore. O'Hearn's going to foul this one off. Not really a 2-0 pitch that, look, I can only speak from my experience playing the game. Not really a 2-0 pitch you want to swing at there, a painted off-speed pitch on the outside corner. But O'Hearn must have been sitting off speed there. 2-1. Think he helped out Jackson a little bit. Here's pitch 4. That's deep. But we've got Haggerty there. It looked pretty good off the bat. That was a heart stopper, man. That was a heart stopper. That looked good off the bat. It looked true. I don't know if any of y'all thought the same thing. That looked good off the bat. Looked like a hard hit, like definitely going off the wall. Rangers are obviously playing no doubles. They're playing deep, so Haggerty's there. And now Vasquez up to bat. Vasquez has not recorded an official at bat in this one. He is hitting for Mayo, the first baseman, who was 0 for 3 on the night, hitting 186, so probably a decent choice. Hey, what's good, man? Here's the pitch. Sawed him off on the inner half. 1-1 count. Hey, King Tuck, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate the watch time and the comment, man. You helping out the engagement. Appreciate you, brother. All right, we keep going. Albert, yes, sir. Good to see you, buddy. Luke Jackson's going to get out of it, man. Flip over to Ezekiel Duran playing first, and we're going to extras. Let's go. Going to extra innings. Luke Jackson coming up clutch, baby. Look, ERA. What's the ERA down to now? Come on. 3.55? Luke Jackson's getting respectable. It's getting respectable with Luke. How do I feel about the Braves? Probably going to be sellers at the rate they're going at the deadline. Nick, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. We're sweating this one out. Major sweat. All-time sweat going on right now in this Rangers game. Yeah, 10 left on base. Look, not ideal. 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Like, look, maybe my standards have just been lowered with all of the abysmal offensive performances over the past 80 games. But 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position, y'all, I think I'll take it. I think I will take it. But obviously, they could have done a lot more with what they had on base, including the top of the ninth with Corey Seager standing on second base with no outs. Yeah, Glenn, I thought it was gone. I thought that was at minimum the O'Hearn hit. I thought the O'Hearn hit was at minimum off the wall. And I thought maybe that was a walk-off right there. The heart stopped, skipped a couple beats when O'Hearn put that ball in play. Yeah, ERA, Austin, are you talking about for Dominguez, or are you talking about for Jackson? Jackson down to 3.55. Dominguez ERA is 3.52, so respectable. Respectable. Sir Anthony Dominguez, what a name. Sir Anthony. 3.52, a 2.06 batting average against, 39 Ks in 30 innings. So this is a swing and a miss guy. And the Rangers, in terms of who they have coming up, you got Josh Jung, a favorite here on the show, Swaggerty, and then Higgy. I was about to combine Higgy and Higashioka, and it wasn't going great. Higashioka in the hole. If anybody's able to get on, it will be Ezekiel Duran. Josh Smith out of the ball game. Runner starts on second. That's Evan Carter. That is a guy that you want standing on second base. The fastest Texas Ranger right there. ZG, appreciate the roses, man. You're awesome. Back-to-back nights. Love it, brother. Thank you. Here's Josh Jung, the pitch. Young's going to wave at an 87-mile-an-hour off speed. Nice pitch there from Dominguez. I mean, you're not going to do a whole lot with that unless you're sitting on it. That was bottom of the zone, inside corner. That was the 2-for-1 special right there. Just painted. Pitcher's pitch. Young's waving again, man. It's the same dang pitch, and he can't lay off of it. Quickly 0-2. Come on, Josh. Reset, baby. Reset. He's got you twice. Fool me once, I get it, man. He's got you twice on the same pitch. 0-2. Josh has got to get the runner over here. Just keep it simple, bro. Just get the runner over. We're not asking for a game-winning hit here. Just get me over to third base. 0-2 pitch coming to Josh Jung, who's 2 for 4 on the night. 3 straight, same pitches. And look, as much as anybody wants to champion the 2 hits that Josh Jung got tonight, I submit this at bat right here. 3 straight swinging strikes at the same dang pitch in the same dang location. You got to be kidding me. This is why I put out the video that I did, y'all. That was a terrible at bat. And look, great. He's got an RBI and a couple hits tonight. What did you do when it mattered? You swung at 3 straight bad pitches that were pretty much all balls. Maybe the first pitch was a strike. Just a terrible at bat from Josh Jung. There's no sugarcoating that. Haggerty's up right now. Oh, please, Haggerty. He's going to wave at an 88-mile-an-hour off speed. It's 1-1 right now. That pitch is working for Dominguez. He's pulling the string on that pitch. He did it 3 times to Jung. He did it now to Haggerty. Got to lay off that pitch. Got to lay off. Here's Haggerty in a 1-1. Ball 2. Look, this is the guy I think you want up. I do not understand how Sam Haggerty is not an everyday player yet for the Texas Rangers. What more do you need to see? Dude is chaos energy up at the top of the lineup. Freaking hustles, steals bases, good out in the field. Here's the pitch. He's going to take 99 right over the heart of the plate. Probably not what he was looking for there. I don't know what more you need to see. Haggerty needs to be in the lineup every day. I said it on the video that I put out about Jung. I don't know why you got Josh Jung playing over Sam Haggerty right now. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Josh Smith at third base, put Haggerty at DH. Runner gets over to third base on the wild pitch. Haggerty has an opportunity to get the sacrifice fly here. Look, a lot of ways to score this run. Dominguez tried to pull the string and bounced it in front of the plate, and now the Rangers are in business here. Productive out, gets a run across. Jung is a hard watch right now. Albert, this is definitely the game. 100%. Haggerty fouls this one off. He's hanging tough. Look, if Haggerty can draw a walk, he probably steals second, and now you're in a situation where you can go up a couple runs. Look for Haggerty to steal second if he's able to get on through a walk here. And then you really put the pressure on. Here's the pitch. Haggerty fouls another one off. I love this at bat from Hag, man. Swaggerty, look, whatever happens, this is a very high quality at bat from him. This is what I mean. You watch the Jung at bat, you watch the Swaggerty at bat right here. It's night and day. It's night and day. Here's pitch number 8 upcoming. Haggerty, ground ball. Evan Carter booking it. He's going to get called out. They might review. It was a ground ball right at second base. Carter was booking. Catcher had to pick it. Rangers are talking about it. Doesn't look like they're going to review that one. That's unfortunate, man. Bang, bang play. And look, the Orioles, they had not made some plays at the plate. They had a couple of bad throws. I really thought Evan Carter was going to be able to get home on that. Holiday had to go a little bit to his left. It's a great throw by Holiday, man. Honestly, you cannot make a better throw than what Jackson Holiday made right there. I got to give some major, major props to Holiday. Dude did everything you possibly could. They're going to review this one. I thought Evan Carter might have got the hand in there. It's going to be a really, really close play, man. They're not showing any good angles right now. He might have got in. It's a very close play. But I just got to show some love to Jackson Holiday. What a freaking play, man. Dude slides to his left, and you could not have put that throw any more on the money than what Holiday just did. Love watching that kid play the game. I don't get to watch a lot of Jackson Holiday, but shoot, hard not to love that guy, man, out at second base in the future that he's probably going to have. Let's see what the call is. They still haven't shown me a great look. I don't know what they're doing here. RSN's got to do better. I think he got in. I think he's safe. He looks safe to me. Glenn, I'm not trying to rub it in, my guy, but he does look safe to me. Looks like the glove, the tip of the oven mitt gets onto the plate right before the tag gets applied. And honestly, if I could just rip on the home plate umpire a little bit here, I don't know how he doesn't make the safe call. Bro, you're looking right at it. You're looking right at it. The Rangers should get this call. The Rangers should get this call. Bruce Bochy is going to go freaking nuts if they don't get this call. I can tell you that. He is going to go freaking nuts if they do not overturn this. Trust. He's probably going to get ejected. I know I would be. Because the more I look at it, home plate umpire, what are you doing? You're looking right at the play. You see the oven mitt get in before the tag even gets applied. I would almost submit it wasn't even super close. Rangers should lead 6-5. Overturned, baby. Overturned. 6-5. Oh, thank you. Thank you, New York City. The baseball gods decided to hit the Bless Texas button, y'all, because good Lord, we know that these reviews do not always go our way. Baseball gods shining down upon the Rangers. How many, no-doubter replays have we watched oh, yeah, they're going to overturn this. Or, oh, for sure they're going to keep the call the same. And then it doesn't go our way. Rangers get a break, and they're up 6-5. Haggerty leaning a little bit. Haggerty is on first base, of course, with Jackson Holiday going home. Haggerty's able to get to first. They should just steal him right here. I don't know why he wouldn't be attempting to get the second. You might as well. You got the lead run. Get greedy. Get him to second base. Higgy swinging here. Going to be a 1-1 count. I think Higgy has got to find a way. Yeah. Oh, bye, Scott. What's good, man? Thanks for hanging out. Whole hand was on the base. 100%. 100%. I know they got to take a little longer to make sure they get it right. He was safe all night long for sure. Look, I hope that they've got to give Haggerty a chance to get the second here. Get him to second base. Shoot, do what he did earlier. Steal both. Robert Garcia's looking on right now. He'll be coming into the 10th inning. I really don't love the ghost runner rule. I'm going to say that every time we play extras. It is just not my favorite. I just think it inflates stats unnecessarily. I get the purpose of it, trying to speed up the game. You've already done a ton of stuff to speed up the game. I think you could play a straight up traditional inning here. I really don't like it at all. I don't know if it's going to be going away, but it's not my favorite. I will say that. I've gotten a little more used to it, but I just think it puts the pitcher in a really, really tough spot. Inflate stats. Just not my favorite. Higgy's in a 1-2 count right now. Haggerty hasn't appeared to really take off. So we shall see what they decide to do with him over at first base. Here's the pitch. Haggerty not going, and Higgy does a nice job to hold off. Dominguez, I love that pitch from him. Glenn, look, I don't know if you're a Dominguez fan or not, but watching both these guys pitch back-to-back, Bautista and Dominguez, I like what I'm seeing. Love what I'm seeing. Sorry if my TV's a little faster than you guys. Look, I don't mean to play spoiler. It's sometimes hit or miss. Sometimes I'm behind and people are telling me what happened. So I'm sorry if I'm spoiling in any way. Austin, I thought they were going to keep it as is too. I definitely thought they were going to keep it as is. Oh, all right. Let me keep going here. We've got, by the way, Haggerty stealing second base, but Higgy is going to strike out swinging, unfortunately. But we get Haggerty down to second. Haggerty, 3 stolen bases. I'm going to say this from the freaking rooftops. I don't know if this is the topic of the next video. I don't know. But what I do know is that Haggerty needs to be an everyday player. What more do you need to see from this dude? He needs to be playing every day. Every day. I don't know why they even are thinking twice about it, to be completely real with y'all. Why would you not play Haggerty every day? I just don't get it. I really don't. So we'll see what they decide to do moving forward. I just don't understand. You've got guys that are absolutely toiling right now, not getting on base, bad ABs, and then you got Haggerty, switch hitter, speed, hustle, contact. Haggerty pretty good with situational hitting, in my opinion. What more do you need to see to get this guy in the game? Osuna, I think, 6'9", I think Osuna is long-term potentially an answer out there in right field. But in this season, you've just got to win now. Haggerty's going to get over to third base, by the way, on a wild pitch from Dominguez. If you're trying to win now, you've got to put in whoever is going to give you the best chance to win. Rocket science, I know. Freaking rocket science. Put in who you need to win ball games. And I'm sorry, I feel like right now there's a little bit too much. Don't want to hurt feelings. Don't want to go with production over pedigree, even though CY said that exact thing when it came to Adolis Garcia, when Dolly was getting benched earlier in the year. It just doesn't make logical sense to me to not have Sam in the lineup every day. Y'all are going to hear me say that a bunch more, so I apologize in advance. Duran, squaring around a bunt there. You see guys do that sometimes just to kind of mess with the pitcher a little bit, but he's going to pull back the bunt. It's a 2-1 count. This would be a big moment here for Duran. If Duran is able to get us a little insurance run, that would be huge. Here's the pitch. Great pitch to hit, man, and Duran just cannot straighten it out. Fouls off a 99 middle-in pitch. Y'all have heard me say this so many times. The Rangers just have to get better punishing the mistake pitches. Fastballs right down the middle, hanging sliders, hanging curveballs. 2-2 pitch, 2-2-2. Dominguez steps off. Haggerty, remember, is on third base right now, so anything that gets past the infield, anything that finds green grass is going to score Haggerty. Rangers up 6-5. Robert Garcia looking on right now, ready to go in the game. Here's the pitch. Duran having a nice AB. I'll give him that. He is having a nice AB right now. We'll see if he is able to cash in, but he's making Dominguez work. You love to see that. Love to see it. Some Rangers fans in the crowd, man. How about that? I do know there were a few people that were DMing me that they were at the game yesterday. I don't know if we had anybody today. Great take from Duran. Dominguez wanted that. It was not a strike. Dominguez getting a little frustrated. Look, Glenn, I know this isn't what you want to hear, but I would love for him to get frustrated enough to make a mistake pitch here and Duran to capitalize. Appreciate the follow, by the way. Thank you so much, Doc. Ball 4, and we're going to get Duran on first base. That's going to bring up Wyatt Langford, who's 0 for 5 on the night. And wouldn't this be a chance for the young kid to come up big for Texas in the same stadium where he hit his famous cycle on Sunday Night Baseball, I believe. Big moment for Wyatt. See if he can get back on track. He's due. 0 for 5 on the night. Come on, buddy. Big spot. Big spot. Wyatt, definitely a guy that the Rangers are hoping can get going. 233 average, 730 OPS. I hate to see this from Wyatt, man. First pitch, ball. You just watched Duran walk, and you're swinging at crap to the very first pitch. You see Wyatt do that way too much, man. You just wish he could be a little bit more in control with the plate vision up there. Hopefully he hears me and hits a bomb just to spite me. There's a good take. 1-1, 97 off the plate. Wyatt just, look, he's either in the rut that he's been in at times this year. He's swinging at bad pitches and he's letting good pitches go by. And that, to me, if you can get hold of that, if you can fix that, it changes the entire dynamic for Wyatt. He's going to take ball 2 here. Another good take. So he's in a favorable 2-1 count here. Yeah, I love seeing the Rangers fans at road game too. Blind Assassin, I always look for it. Obviously, I love RSN shows it. Because, look, living out in Vegas, I go to nothing but road games. Wyatt, not a great pitch to hit there. Look, off speed, outside. I think he was probably thinking that was a fastball. Dominguez has got some nasty stuff, man. So it's 2-2-2 again. Let's see if we can get a little baseball out in the green grass outfield here. Come on, smoke one, Wyatt. Here's the pitch. That was a filthy pitch from Dominguez. I think he's a little bit perturbed Wyatt didn't swing at that one. That was a filthy pitch, and Zeke Duran takes second base. So we have an opportunity to go up 3 runs here if Wyatt can connect. We'll see what Dominguez decides to go with here. I'm going to guess pull the string once again. And he sure did, and Wyatt's going to take a pitch that was clearly a strike. These strikeouts that Wyatt takes, it's just confounding, man. Wyatt, you've got to protect, buddy. You've got to protect. Wyatt takes so many pitches for strike 3. It's bad. I don't know what his total is up to. But it's bad. You've got to swing at that pitch, bro. You swung at the off-speed pitch that was half a foot outside, and then you took the pitch. It was a great pitch. I don't think Wyatt would have been able to do a ton with it, but you've got to protect. Dominguez gets out of it, and we're going to the bottom of the 10th. What's good, everybody? I want to say a special thank you to all of my paid subscribers on TikTok, paid members on YouTube. Really, really appreciate you guys and everybody that's hanging out. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. All the likes, people that have followed today. If you've shared the live with a buddy, with another Rangers diehard, I appreciate it. We don't take anything for granted here on the show. Commercial break right now. And by the way, the membership, the subscription that I'm talking about, just a small way. If you have been following along with me, with the channel, you love what you're seeing, you love the content, you'd like to support me in a little bit of an extra way, hit that subscribe button right next to the chat. I'll drop the link in the YouTube X chats as well. Basically, here's what you get for that $2.99 a month. Access to my exclusive Right on Rangers Discord channel. We got about 25 to 30 people in there right now. It's a pretty solid, I shouldn't say pretty. I feel like I'm underselling it. It's a really solid group of people, and all Rangers fans, all good stuff. And I would love for you to consider joining. Look, I know it's not going to be for everybody. $2.99 is $2.99, but appreciate you thinking about it. It helps to support me, the content I produce, help keep the lights on around here, all that good stuff. So thank you. And like I said, either way, I appreciate you being here, hanging out. It's definitely going to be an interesting last 15, 20, 30, however many more minutes this one's going to be. It's been fun so far, man. Joseph, I'm kind of with you on Wyatt. I'm kind of with you on Wyatt at this point. For me, Wyatt needs to get moved down. I just saw a couple of people in the Discord say, send him down. I don't think they're going to send Wyatt down, but I do think they need to move him down in the order at this point. I don't think he needs to be the 2-hole hitter. He's 0 for 6 on the night. I think it's a great opportunity. Move him down and have him hit 6th, 7th, take a little pressure off of him. I don't think you need to get drastic and send him down to the minor leagues. Here's a bunt, and they're not going to get the runner at third. Look at this novel concept. Orioles, novel concept. Bunting, playing small ball to get a runner over to third base. It's a very novel concept. You don't see the Rangers doing it very much. Beautiful bunt. They did have a pretty speedy runner at second base. Slower runner, you probably still go to first anyways. So Orioles are going to have 2 chances here to get this runner home. Carlson, 0 for 3 on the night. He's up to bat right now. What about Josh Smith? What about him? Josh Smith is out of the ball game right now. He was subbed out by Jonah Heim, who came on and delivered a game-tying sac fly. Props to Jonah. Rangers have the infield in right now, so they're going to cut down any play at home if they can. Carlson obviously just trying to serve one to the outfield here. With some speed on third base, I think that you've got an opportunity to send this, even if this isn't a super deep fly ball, And I think they'll probably test out some of these Rangers arms anyways. So I think anything to the outfield, you're probably going to see a play at the plate. Foul ball once again back to the screen, and it's a 1-2 count at this point. Carlson again 0 for 3 on the night, on the season, hitting .252 with an OPS just south of 700. Seager and Simeon, I should say Simeon a little bit tight to second base, so there is quite a big gap in between Duran and Simi. If Carlson decides to go oppo, don't know what his spray chart looks like, but if he did decide to go oppo, pretty big hole there to find some green grass to get this run home. Vasquez, that's who's on third base. Vasquez on third base, getting a pretty healthy lead with Garcia obviously back facing to him. Josh Jung not holding on at all. He's pretty much even with the bag, probably about 4 feet off the base. So Vasquez getting a sizable lead. If I missed a comment or a question, by the way, forgive me. Please keep reposting. I will get to it. Promise. Strike 3, Robert Garcia. That is freaking clutch, man. Wow. Robert Garcia. Come on, baby. Get one more. What a pitch, man. Talking about pulling the string with Dominguez in the last half inning. Robert Garcia pulls the string on a little changeup that just dies. And now Jackson Holliday, the last hope for the Orioles. Lefty-lefty matchup, and Holliday's going to take strike 1. High and tight. That was painted right on the upper half inside corner. Holliday, obviously 0 for 3 on the night, but a big hit, a couple big hits yesterday. See if the young kid can come through for the O's. He is going to swing at a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Some high cheddar that he couldn't quite catch up with. It's quickly 0-2, and the Rangers are 1 strike away. 1 strike away. Robert Garcia steps on the bump, and delivers. Pop fly, and that's going to do it. Swaggerty camps. Rangers win. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo. Never a doubt. Am I right? Never a doubt. Never a doubt. Oh, this makes up for all of the walk-offs and all the terrible games that I've had to do live play-by-play commentary for, that a lot of y'all have hung out with me to suffer through. These make it worth it, man. These keep me going. They really do. This was not the prettiest win, but it's a gritty win. Cue the I Like Texas music. Back in the win column, Robert Garcia nails in the 10th inning. Let's go. Let's go, Rangers Nation. Good stuff. What a crazy win. What a crazy win. Yeah, Glenn, look. 4-0. Y'all went up 5-4. That was legendary stuff. I'm really actually super surprised. Really surprised that we won this game. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. If you need to be right, I believed we were going to do it the whole time. You do you. You're a better fan than me, because when we went down 5-4, I privately thought to myself, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good. Difference maker, Sam Haggerty. Swaggerty, as we like to call him here on the show. Get that man in the lineup every freaking day. Swaggerty, baby. Look, he puts the ball in play on the Evan Carter score in the 10th. He steals second, steals third, takes third on a wild pitch. Get Haggerty in the lineup every day. Stop thinking too hard about it. Quit overthinking it. Get him in the lineup every day. It is so fitting. Thank you, Scott. It's so fitting that Haggerty makes the final catch, man. Sam Swaggerty, baby. Get his butt in the lineup every day. Keep it simple. You're overthinking it. Every time this dude is in the ball game, it feels like he's doing something to ignite. You think about when he's been up at the top of the order Like when Wyatt was down with the injury, with the back or whatever he was dealing with, you had Haggerty like scoring in the first or second inning, back-to-back games. Get him in the lineup every day. Don't care what you have to do. Hey, Chase, don't worry about it. None of y'all ever need to apologize. You guys see me get negative too. I don't crucify people that get emotional when things aren't going well. It is what it is. You guys see me get emotional too. I was going through it in the top of that ninth inning. Y'all saw me. I was going through it watching them strand Corey Seager on second base. You've got to be kidding me. Corey Seager steals second base and nobody can get hyped up. Nobody can come through with Seager getting the jump of his life and taking second. It's ridiculous. Chase, you're all good, buddy. Don't even worry. A lot of us did not feel great when Chris Martin gives up 3 straight home runs. 3 straight. I couldn't even believe. I was eating dinner. I stepped away from the game, and honestly, I thought, see, Mart's got this. It's 4-0. We're bringing in Martin, 1.48 ERA. I sat down to eat a little bowl of spaghetti, and I was chilling. Then I get the update, home run, Sanchez. And I'm like, crap, but you know what? Martin, he's going to get the outs, and we'll go to 4-3, no problem. Then I get another buzz, 4-4. Then another buzz, 5-4. What is happening? I was going through it, y'all. No shame. No shame if you were down and out like I was watching Chris Martin give up this game. Haggerty in the lineup, Blade, all day, every day. Do not publish a lineup tomorrow without Sam Haggerty in it. Don't do it. Don't do it, please. Brian, I'm kind of with you. The comment was bring up some more of the young guys and get some of the vets awake. Like, shake up some of the vets. Rangers are going to do a position player shakeup at some point, man. Like, they've got to. They're going to keep the core of young guys. You know, Carter's not going anywhere. Langford, Seager, Simeon, some of those guys aren't going anywhere. You've got to shake it up at some of the corner spots. Berger, Jung. I'm not saying Josh Jung needs to get the boot out of Arlington. In fact, I think he can still have a future with the Rangers. Don't take this the wrong way, but you've got to shake up Josh Jung a little bit. I know he had 2 hits today. Both of them were not hard hit. They were, I would probably say, lucky hits. Lucky. One was 71 off the bat. The other was 79. He was not smoking the baseball. And that at bat in the top of the 10th inning was just about as bad as it gets when it really mattered. Wyatt Langford's not doing awesome right now. I don't think you send him down or bench him, but move him down in the order. Swaggerty can hit in the 2-hole. I don't know, again, why you've got to overthink it. Josh Smith, leadoff. Swaggerty, 2. Seager, 3. It's all you got to do, baby. It's all you got to do. Yeah, look, absolutely. Latz, I'm kind of with you. Latz, I think, is going to be in the rotation moving forward. Absolutely. John, you and I are on the same page. You have got to get him right behind Josh Smith. Smith, Swaggerty. Nothing more to think about there. Nothing more to think about. Scott, are you talking about Martin? Was it only like 10 pitches from Martin? Jeez. That Martin 7th inning was ridiculous. And Martin inning was ridiculous. First of all, I didn't think they were going to bring in Martin. Did anybody else like me kind of raise an eyebrow at that? I was like, Martin 7th? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And look, I said, look, he's great, so I'll go with it. And then as he gives up the 3 bombs in a row, you're thinking, yeah, that didn't go so good. Albert, appreciate you, brother. We'll see you tomorrow. Great win tonight. Yeah, look, Wyatt, I think is, if I could just simplify it, he's swinging at bad pitches and he's letting good pitches go by him. Not a great combination. Swinging at bad pitches and then letting the good pitches go by. It's not a great combination. Favorite player has got to be Corey Seager, probably followed by Marcus Semien. I just love Marcus Semien, the hustle, the heart. Well, Josh Smith is up there, but it's probably Seager, then Semien, then I would probably say Josh Smith. Keep going. I thought they were bringing in Milner too, Cripple King. I thought it was Milner for sure. I hope it's momentum going forward, Richard. Good to see you, buddy. Moses, thanks for the follow, man. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, Blaze, I'm with you. Jung is he's not seeing the ball well. You literally swung and missed on the same pitch 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row, man. B Breakdown, what's good? Hey, shout out to B Breakdown. Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Why did Josh Smith get pinch hit? Look, let me think about that one because I was setting up for the live right as that moment was happening. Did the Orioles throw a lefty? Let's see. They had Soto in there. Was there like a lefty on? That's the only reason I can think of that they would have subbed him out. Yes, they were throwing Soto, the lefty. So that's why they subbed him. Blaze, yep, I'm with you. Joey, appreciate the follow if you're still hanging out. Ram94, what's good, my guy? Yeah, look, I think Garcia, this is a great game for him. Garcia definitely has been a little shaky. Definitely has been a little off and on in his last 5 or so outings. Great to see him in a tough spot when you've got that stupid ghost runner rule. Garcia comes in and look, the O's give you the free out, getting the runner over to third base, and you're able then to get back-to-back outs to seal the victory. And the last out, that's not an easy one, getting Jackson Holiday out. Big fan of Jackson Holiday. Like I said during the actual game, that play that Holiday made, that's a play like for pretty much, I think, most second basemen, it's not even close. Holiday did an outstanding job moving to his left and putting that throw right on the money. I mean, that almost got Carter, one of the fastest players in the game of baseball, Evan Carter is. Really impressed with Jackson Holiday. I wish he was on our team. I really do. Love Jackson Holiday. Keep going. Texas says Jung is done. Look, Jung saw my video and stepped up today. Look, I don't know if Rangers Nation feels like Josh Jung had a good game or not. I don't think this is a game where you totally crap on Josh Jung. He had 2 hits. Again, if you're just box score casual, it looks like a great game. I would submit Josh Jung had an okay game. Both of his hits were less than 80 miles an hour off the bat. Mostly, I think we would all probably agree, you're getting a little lucky when you're making that soft a contact. I don't think it takes a baseball savant to figure out what I'm saying. Like when you're hitting the ball less than 80 off the bat and you're getting 2 base knocks, I think some good fortune is coming your way. Like Josh Jung had, I think, an okay game today. Unfortunately, in the biggest moment of the game, the biggest at bat of the game, he looked pretty terrible. And I think that is going to stick in a lot of Rangers fans' minds. I know there's a lot of people that love Josh Jung. I like Josh Jung a lot. Love the Jungle Cat. Texas kid, 2023 All-Star Game starter. List goes on. I love the Jungle Cat. But I think we all got to call it like it is right now. The dude is in the 14th percentile in the league in exit velocity. 86% of the league hits the ball harder than Josh Jung does and makes better contact than he does. 86% of the league. That's not good. And tonight, it kind of proves the point. You're getting base knocks off of 71, 79 mile an hour. You'll take it. That last AB, though, you really would have just loved to see the guy put the ball in play. Just put the ball in play. Tells you a lot. Milner, Jackson, Garcia did an outstanding job, 100%. Hard Chuck, I did see that. I saw somebody posting about that today. NL scouts were watching Hickory and they were watching Frisco. I saw Frisco as well, Hard Chuck. So what does that tell you? If you got NL teams scouting your AA and your high A, CY's making some phone calls. CY is making some phone calls, man. So I think he wants to buy so badly, y'all. CY wants to be a buyer so bad, but the man just has to see better from the club. He can't get burned twice, man. You can't be a buyer back-to-back years in questionable conditions and it falls flat. So I think he is just hoping so badly this team goes on a little heater and makes the decision easier, where it's not some 50-50 shot. The Rangers are in a playoff spot. It's like, okay, yes, you can buy, and if the club falls flat on their face, it's not CY's fault. But I think when you're in this 50-50 mode where you're 1-2 games out of a playoff spot, you're right around 500 with your record, then the GM or the president in this case puts his neck out there on the line going to buy at the deadline. And if you're selling prospects, good prospects for half-season rentals, and you don't even make the playoffs again, that's tough. It's really, really tough, man. Chase, I'm kind of with you on the ghost runner rule. It's not my favorite rule. I think it is one of the worst rules. John, 100% with you on Hobie Milner getting continually pulled with 2 outs in an inning. We're just being nitpicky now after a win, which I always say it's much easier to be nitpicky after a win. I can tell you that from coaching for many, many years. You love when you win as a coach and there's stuff that you can work on. It's awesome. It's the best of both worlds. You win a game and there's stuff that you can get better at. And so I will say, as somebody that analyzes and critiques Rangers games, the team, the squad for a living, I always enjoy when they win, and there's some points for us to talk about and go back and forth about as well. I don't think DeGrom is going to get traded either way. I would say 0% chance, and I feel pretty confident about that. I don't think there's any way they trade DeGrom. Almost, again, I would bet real money there's no way they're trading DeGrom. Totally agreed. Haggerty saved the game today. Haggerty's the MVP. Doesn't matter what the stats say. If you watch the game today, Haggerty's the MVP. Stealing second and third literally put us in primo position to tie that ball game. If Haggerty doesn't come in the game, I don't think we win. Haggerty, player of the game for me tonight. I know there's some fans saying that DeGrom is going to get traded. I just think at this point, people are just throwing out hot air, upset about the team not winning, not doing as well as they'd like. They're not trading DeGrom. You can reboot next year with DeGrom, Evo, Leiter, and then your young core, Langford, Carter. You've got the vets, Seager, Simeon. You've got a solid core. You've got to shake up other positions. Catcher, first base, third base. Probably going to need a new right fielder. I don't know if y'all saw ESPN put out, I think Jeff Passan put out the 50 best trade block prospects, or I forget what the title of it was. Basically like 50 guys, the top 50 guys on the trade block. And Adolis Garcia was on that list. And Passan, I believe, gave him an 80% chance to be traded. So that tells me that it's going to be 100% if the Rangers are going to be in sell mode. Like if the Rangers are in sell mode, Dolly's gone. There's no way they're keeping Adolis Garcia till the end of the season if they have to be sellers. I don't think that they will sell him if the Rangers are in a playoff spot. I think they'll wait to do it until the offseason. I don't think there's any way Dolly laces him up for Texas on opening day in 2026. I'd be shocked. I think they either trade him at this deadline or in the offseason. And I think anything else would be pretty unwise. But we'll see what they decide to do. You're going to see a lot of different stuff before this trade deadline, y'all. It is going to be really interesting. Haggerty does kind of give off 2024 Josh Smith vibes. Hard Chuck, that's a really good comp. Haggerty does give me 2024 Josh Smith vibes and 2025. Josh Smith has been great in 25 as well. I definitely think that is a worthwhile comp, 100%. Hello, win column. Pats man, hello, win column, baby. I love it. The Phillies want Adolis. Well, that's who you got to trade him to. Not necessarily the Phillies, but if you're going to trade Adolis, it's got to be to an NL team. The last thing you want is to face Adolis in anything but a World Series. And the chances of Adolis getting back to the World Series, I mean, it's not super, super likely. I mean, look, the Dodgers, a lot of teams in the AL West to get through. If he goes to the Phillies, I'd almost say that's a perfect team for him to go to. And I'm not trying to hate on the Phillies, but probably would not be my pick to come out of the NL. We keep going. Appreciate all y'all. Yeah, Chase, this Seattle series is going to be really interesting. I personally am kind of a little on edge before this series. I just feel like this is a really, really important stretch of games, and I just so badly want to see Texas take 2 out of 3. I don't think you get greedy and hope for 3 out of 3, but these next games coming up before the All-Star break, I think are just really big for the club. And I just really want to see them do well back in Arlington this weekend. We'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, Evo coming back on Friday night. That's huge. That's a big boost for this club. Just having him back out on the mound, I think, is a huge confidence booster. It just gives your team a little more swagger when you've got your ace or at least one of your aces back on the mound. I am definitely excited for Evo to be back out there. Wish he could be playing against a little bit of a lesser opponent, but you know what? We just throw him right back in the fire. Right back in the fire. Jimmy Moore, yes, sir. We needed that win tonight. We needed that win tonight. John, I'm with you. And Ram, I think you said this too. Definitely sad news about Cody Bradford today. Look, I've had some time to cool off about the news. When I first found out about Cody Bradford, I was upset. And I think last year on the show, for my longtime listeners, we talked about the Rangers, the medical staff, the pitching injuries, what's going on. But I think after listening to some valid points from people that I really respect, I think in the entire sport right now, there's a problem with pitcher arm injuries. It's not just Texas. Texas, it feels like we are getting very, very unlucky with these pitcher injuries, more so than other teams, but everybody around the sport is dealing with arm injuries right now. It is an epidemic. Like it's going on and happening way too much in the game, and it's happening to some really, really big time names. And look, Cody Bradford, not necessarily a big-time name, but for us, Rangers fans, we were looking forward to Cody coming back and dominating, just like he did at Globe Life Field nearly every start. It's definitely a blow not having Cody for the rest of the year, and unfortunately for Cody, I feel the worst for him. The way that it's going to shake out, he probably misses all of next year too. Unless the injury is not Tommy John. They're either going to do the brace or they're going to do TJ. So if it's TJ, you're out 12 to 15 months. He's definitely missing all of next year. If they only have to do the brace, then you might get him back, like, I don't know, in the summer next year, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I feel terrible for Cody Bradford. He got sick with the flu. Here's how the story goes. He was about to start doing a rehab assignment. He gets sick with the flu, Cody Bradford does. And then after some time off recovering from the flu, he goes out and he throws a bullpen and the elbow's hurting him. You just can't make it up. Can't make it up, y'all. Just sad. Really sad. Joan, appreciate the follow, my guy. Thank you. Seager was tearing the ball, was all over the yard, just tearing the cover off the ball. Seager definitely the exact opposite of Josh Jung. Like for the Seager struggles, Seager was getting unlucky. He's one of the unluckiest hitters in the game. He is in the 90th percentiles in so many of the hard-hitting stats, just hitting baseballs right at people. By the way, Adolis Garcia also in that category, referencing that Jeff Passan top 50 trade potential guys, the article that he put out today. Garcia, I believe, according to advanced stats, Adolis is the 17th or 18th most unlucky hitter in the game as well. So both Adolis and Corey, I consider to be two of the unluckiest hitters in baseball. Dolly, I think just because of the contract, he's gone by the offseason or by the start of next season. Rangers might keep him around. If they do well over the next several weeks, they might just see it through the end of the year. And I think you respect that. But I don't see how they can go into 2026 with him on the roster. You've got to maximize his trade value with a year left. You're going to get crumbs for him if you wait till next deadline. You're going to get absolute crumbs. So they've got to let him go by the start of next season, by opening day 2020. And here, they hold on to him altogether. 500, it is so close, but yet so far. I'm with you on that, Heavy. Bradford should get the DeGrom TJ. Supposed to help the arm be more durable. I sure hope so. I hope Cody Bradford comes back stronger than ever. I really do. Zach, what's good, my guy? Zachary says, I love this lineup without Berger. It's funny. I said that to myself the other night when Berger and Jung were both out. I'm like, I kind of really like this lineup without both of our starting corner infielders. I don't think that is a good place to be as a squad. Josh Jung, I think he can still have a great future. You got to do something about Josh Jung right now. The contact is not quality. He looks a little lost at times up at the plate. You got to do something. It's not looking great right now. Hard Chuck, I have no idea why Craig Kimbrell is not up in the bullpen yet. I have no idea why. Like, is he not doing well down at AAA? Last time I checked, he hadn't given up a run yet. I don't know if that changed. I'll look up his stats while we're talking here, but like, seriously, why is Craig Kimbrell not up with the club? They added Dane Dunning to the 40-man. I thought that they were going to add Kimbrell to the 40-man. They had 39 when Garabito went over to Asia. So I thought Craig Kimbrell was a slam dunk to get added to the 40-man. Nope. By the way, Round Rock tonight, winning right now 3-1. Let's check out Round Rock and see what's going on. I'll keep taking your questions. Where is John Gray? Supposedly on progress for a mid to late July return. Late July was the initial on John Gray, but then I saw reports that he was actually a little bit ahead of schedule. Down in Round Rock, Harris 0 for 4. Freeman still killing it, man. Hey, look, we're talking about, and I forget who said it on YouTube. Let me go back. Let me scroll back a little bit here. Brian, was it you? Brian, I don't know if you're still hanging out. It was you, Brian. Appreciate you, my guy. Brian on YouTube said, call up some of the young guys. Just shake it up, man. And I think you look at what Freeman is doing. Freeman, 303 average, 824 at the hot corner in Round Rock. Do you think about calling up a guy like Cody Freeman? Maybe you DFA Dane Dunning again. I know some people don't want to hear that because they love Dane, but maybe you call up Freeman, third baseman who's doing real well down at AAA Round Rock. I don't know. So Freeman, 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored tonight. Both singles. Krim, 2 for 4 as well. Kimbrell pitched a scoreless inning. He did give up, looks like his ERA is 3.86, but he pitched a scoreless inning tonight with 2 strikeouts. So there's your Craig Kimbrell update. Looks like for his games this year, yeah, he gave up a home run, a 2-run homer in one of his last appearances. And that's kind of skyrocketed things. Opponents are only hitting 154 against him. So I think Kimbrell has got to be a consideration. Osuna, definitely impressive. I think Osuna is probably not going to be a high impact guy until next year, but he did have some impressive ABs tonight. Keep going. What do I think's wrong with the Rangers? I think the Rangers right now are struggling to situationally hit. I think there are some key players struggling to get quality at bats consistently. The clutch hitting, it's a little bit of everything. I could go on and on. it's a little bit of everything. The Rangers aren't doing well right now offensively. Rangers are 2-0. Gio, what's good, my guy? Rangers are now 2-0 in extra innings this year. How about that? Natalie, Jung kind of does give off the field. Josh Jung does kind of give off the field right now like he's Justin Foscue, just got called up, man. The ABs are looking a little bit tough to watch right now. All right, we're going to start closing things up here. I'm going to look at the box score one more time and just give you guys any numbers that we can. So, by the way, hitters tonight, we had Carter 2 for 5. Josh Jung, we talked about, he went 2 for 5 tonight as well. Couple of soft singles. Higgy went 1 for 4. Almost had a homer, man. 14 out of 30 ballparks, Higgy would have had a home run in. Globe Life, that actually would not have gone out in Globe Life. That Higgy double, that deep double down the left field line. Doley was 1 for 5. He DH'd tonight. Let's see. Langford 0 for 6. You just don't love to see that. Josh Smith, he was 0 for 2, but he did get on base with a walk. We talked about Haggerty, man. 0 for 1 on the night, but works a walk, puts the ball in play to score Evan Carter, gets the game-winning RBI. Swaggerty's got to be in the lineup tomorrow. Got to be in the lineup tomorrow. Kiko, man, I hope you get to see a winner. You get to see DeGrom, man. So, look, I'm hoping that you can watch it get done tomorrow. DeGrom on the mound, I feel really, really good. Credit, by the way, Hobie Milner. Hobie Milner, the GOAT. I don't know how many times I have to say it. Hobie Milner, inning and 2/3, no earned runs. 1 walk. 5 outs, only 1 base runner. 2 Ks. Luke Jackson, Garcia. Look, Matthew, I don't know if you're still hanging out, my guy, but the rest of the bullpen minus Martin absolutely shoved. Absolutely shoved tonight. Milner, Jackson, Garcia. 1 base runner allowed between those 3. Jock coming back, I think, within the next couple of weeks, Hardchuck. I think they were doing some, like a final scan and then maybe do a little rehab assignment potentially. I don't think they are going to trade Hobie Milner, Jace. I think if they're not sellers, I think they're going to be keeping a lot of people. Stressful one today for sure. You gotta hopefully get a little bit of a less stressful one tomorrow, Kiko. DeGrom, I would think on the bump will be good for that. I mean, we'll see how the bats respond, but you would think tomorrow could be a little less stressful with the best pitcher, in my opinion, the best pitcher in baseball on the bump in Jacob DeGrom. Hey, did anybody see? I know that it didn't end up lasting because the Tigers are up 11-4, but the A's scored 4 runs within 2 innings off Tarek Skubal. Crazy. I think is he going to get the win tonight, though? Yeah, he went 6 innings, 4 earned runs. Look, does DeGrom have a better ERA than Skubal now? I still will always say, man, Jacob DeGrom over everybody in a Game 7. I don't want anybody else but Jacob DeGrom on the bump in a Game 7. Tomorrow, we're going to go through in just a second. Again, special thank you to all of my paid subscribers and paid members on YouTube. Appreciate all of y'all. Thank you for all the support from everybody. It means a lot to me. But if you're interested in taking that support to the next level, consider hitting that subscribe button. We've got an exclusive Ride on Rangers Discord. That's a perk for all of my paid subscribers and members. And it's been a blast. Consider it. Definitely appreciate everything that y'all do, the watch time, the likes, the comments. We don't take anything for granted. But again, you want to take that support to the next level. Help me keep the lights on around here. Keep producing great content. I'd appreciate you considering. Again, hit that subscribe button right next to the chat if you're on TikTok. And if you are on YouTube, we will copy and paste the link once more for y'all. And then we're going to get into the preview for tomorrow's game before we wrap up the show. What an awesome show it's been, man. It has been an incredible show. Incredible show. There's the link, by the way, for anybody on YouTube or X that wants to check it out. Would love to have y'all join and then become a part of our community we're building on Discord. It's been awesome, man. It's been awesome. Trevor, appreciate the follow, man. Thank you so much. Blaze, thank you. Hey, look, I know, just piggybacking off of what I just said, Obviously, y'all know this is a business for me, but we're going to have so much of what we do always be free. That's what I started this whole entire vision with that in mind. Just wanting to hang out, talk Rangers baseball with y'all. And that's where we're at right now. So look, just showing up every night means the world to me. If you never hit subscribe, you never join, you're not going to offend me. I'm still going to appreciate over the moon and back all the support you guys give to this channel. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate y'all. I definitely am floored by the amount of support that the channel has gotten, especially this season. We're gaining about 1,000 followers every single month, a lot of positive momentum. I'm going to keep you posted. We got some things in the works. I told y'all a little bit about that last night. We're going to make it a goal by the end of next season to get up in the press box for one of these games, maybe a road game. I am going to be working hard to make that dream happen. I don't want to be press box guy every single night, but it would be fun to do a Ride on Rangers live from the press box somewhere, maybe at Angel Stadium. Hey, when the A's move to Vegas, where you guys know I live, that would be awesome. It's going to happen. 10K is the next big milestone. Right now, we're at close to 8,300. 10K, man. So anything y'all can do to help me out, thank you for sharing my videos. You have a friend you know who's a diehard Rangers fan, please share one of my videos with them. We put out reels pretty much every other day. I'll probably have a reel out tomorrow at some point during the early afternoon, maybe morning. So I appreciate you guys. It means a lot. Hey, let's keep things going. The AL West right now, a little roundup for you guys. Mariners beat the Twins 6-5. They are now 41-37. We've got the Astros beating the Phillies 1-0. So this was a good night for Texas to win, man. You had the Astros and the Mariners winning. A's are going to lose to the Tigers. It's 11-4 right now in the ninth. Angels are down 1-0 to the Red Sox. So we've got a couple of teams taking L's, but the teams up top, the Mariners and the Stros, taking dubs, unfortunately. Tomorrow's game, Rangers will be playing once again 3:35 for me start time, 5:35 Texas time. DeGrom on the bump. It says to be determined on MLB.com, but I'm almost 100% they're throwing DeGrom. Almost 100%. I'll do DeGrom versus Orioles real quick so I can get y'all some of the numbers that Jacob DeGrom has against the Orioles starting lineup. So hold up 1 second and let me see if I can pull it up for you. DeGrom versus Orioles, baseball ref. Come on. Sometimes the technology cooperates and sometimes it doesn't. Oh, man. I don't know if I'll be able to find it tonight, y'all, but I am sure going to try. DeGrom definitely should have a good game tomorrow. I can't imagine that there's going to be a lot of Orioles that have had a ton of success off him. We will see, but look, I'll go to his career splits against the Orioles and see if I can find anything. It's not going to do us a whole lot of justice because you guys know Orioles lineup changes over the course of many years. Jacob DeGrom's been in the league for a long time, but career against Baltimore, Jacob DeGrom has a, what do we got? Come on now. 176. Looks like 176 batting average against. I like to see that. The ERA against Baltimore, 131. He's 3-0 with the 131 ERA in his career versus Baltimore. Is that good? Look, 3-0 in career. Jacob DeGrom been around for a while. It doesn't necessarily mean a ton. Let's see what he did in 2022. Let's see if he faced them at all in 22, y'all. I don't know if he did or not, but I'm going to check. I just don't think 3-4, we're going to find a lot of numbers there. No, so I don't think he's going to have a lot of numbers against any of these guys. Either way. Going to be another hot one tomorrow? Blaze, yeah, it's been crazy. It's been wild. Absolutely. Yes, teacher, coach, I've kind of done it all. Background, definitely education, though. Been in education for a while. Teacher, coach, done the whole thing. Probably 15 years strong. So dating myself a little bit there, but obviously this has been a really, really nice side gig for me that I'm trying to make full-time one day. We'll see, but I love what I do. I love everything really that I do. Nothing can complain about at all. It's great. I love what I do here at Right on Rangers. I love what I do for work outside of it. It's great. Blessed. JJ, what's up, man? Thanks for hanging out. Hey, y'all, it's been an hour and a half. I better go check on the family and make sure everything's going okay in there. Make sure the house hasn't burned down or anything like that. Y'all with kids know how it goes. So I'm going to head out for the night. Thank you for the support, man. I really appreciate you guys so much. Look, Johnny, thank you for the positive comment. Appreciate that feedback. Go Rangers. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully talking about a series win and another Rangers victory. That's the plan. Let's speak it into existence now. Jacob deGrom's going to have an ace-style outing, just like he's been doing the entire season. Bats come to life. What do y'all think about that plan? Sound good? All right, ready, break. Hey, have a great rest of your Tuesday night. We'll be back tomorrow. And as I always say to end every show, Blaze, you got it. God bless, and go Rangers.